Now we're talking about giraffes.
Yeah, exactly as you said, the Jarvan having huge priority
Jarvan.
just given the amount that have been taken off the board.
Yeah, it must be a case of, hey, look, we're kind of happy to pick.
Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be reacting to every Worlds game that I can. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let me know that you enjoy. If you want me to co-stream them, I can make an attempt. Just let me know in the comments.
Who's the good the good Movistar player? It's like, oh, Bong! Bong! Yeah. Should have POGs. CO. Jarvan Zyrakan is really good. And they've chosen CO and Ezreal. Yeah. So he plays Zaya, Kai'Sa, Zeri, Draven, Sivajinx. He's played 3 games of Ezreal and lost all 3 of them.
Fantastic ways of delaying
Zyrakan,
great ways of stopping them from getting on top of your carries. So it really is going to be how they're able to execute on that composition. But I will say for PSG, the great thing about all this engage is that even if they lose one player, they still have options.
I feel like
I think the big one for me,
Ezreal Nautilus is a decent lane. Ezreal, I never really liked
Ezreal. Good at, hey, we want to reset on
as an
time.
AD
We want to
carry
set up our mid waves and set up our waves states correctly.
But Ezreal for this guy as well seems especially bad. Talia mid, much better than Nico, so favour them there. That's some really good ultimates for Viego to steal.
What's up guys? So just for context, these videos were actually posted on my gaming channel, but I realized they're reaction videos, not gaming videos necessarily. If you guys want to see gaming videos and stuff like that, which you probably do if you're watching this League of Legends video, then I'll link it in the description. You know, that's the channel. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I don't really do League of Legends content. This is my first reaction to any league stuff, the Worlds 2023, so let me know some feedback so I can improve these videos going into the quarterfinals and stuff next week.
Difficult to try and manage. You can already see
This
Bomb
game we're going to be
losing
watching
a
a lot
good
more
bit of
chill.
damage in this early laning phase, and the push should be in a good spot for Azzy.
A little bit of an engage down in the bot side, but no level 2 hit
Sorry,
by the
they call
Nautilus
him
makes this one a
Lazzy?
little bit harder. Aggressive move
That's
there
his
from
name.
Seo.
He was leaning top.
So Seo looked for the knock up, didn't
wait a
land
second.
it, flash in, they get the root down, Wako has to cleanse, there's a lot of damage coming down, first blood, oh, not quite, that Mystic Shot was a hair away from setting up R7 in the bot side.
Yeah, I love the aggression though. Waiting in the wings to try and turn this around.
I love this move from R7, as that is the question. Woody is there as well, they're going to get the stun down, no rule, he really needs to land that, a little bit of CC.
Woody, careful.
That flick back just missing is gonna unfortunately mean we'll go
Wow,
out for
Woody
first
nerves
bullet.
are fucking
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what
steal.
happened with Leon's. I think
He
he was
didn't
trying to hex
flash,
flash over
he
the wall
doesn't
to
have
follow up on it,
flash,
and he failed
so
the
never
hex
mind.
flash and hooked the wall.
He just
so
like stood
it
there,
wasn't
knew
really
that he could tank it, I guess.
So I'd be surprised if PSG really want to try and contest this.
Oh, low, they get the root down, they get
Careful,
the knock up
boys.
as well. Level 6 hit, the Cataclysm comes in for Junja. He does get the knock up at the back of it. There's a slightly Maelstrom, but it only really lands onto 1. And now they can turn and burn for this fight. First
No!
nice knockback here from Miro as he gets on top of 2. The Pot Blossom is decent, but there's no damage right now.
Oh
the
my
resets
God,
are
what are
coming
they
in.
doing?
Double TPs in, they get the
Oh,
fight,
no.
and PSG way too
Good for
over-aggressive.
R7.
They didn't have the
I don't know
numbers,
what the
they
hell they
didn't
were
have the
doing.
setup, and everything rushed, and everything goes awry.
Seo doesn't have flash or heal, doesn't have his arcane shift either, and that's a shutdown there, just not expecting the rat to be in the bush.
That's a
So
big
Ozzy
win for
has
PSG
a
though, because
big-
after you just had that fight go right to
Yeah,
a lot of
let's
these
get it
fights,
straight.
right? And
Let's get it
specifically
straight,
on
let's get it
towards
straight,
Miro
come
and
on.
R7, he's the
Stop
first
the
you need to
stack.
worry about. Seo will be
The
too small
hex
ball out
tech
of
could be
control, so
mountain.
that's where PSG, as you say, they need to kind of play
Hex tech.
patient and actually
Hex
start
tech's
to
really
set up
good.
themselves up correctly. And
Double
unfortunately, that
hex
has been the
tech.
biggest problem with
Triple
PSG talent, is just that
hex tech.
impatience coming back to bite them at times.
Yeah, we saw that
would be
R7 tried
sick.
to overload the top side now. Maple making sure that this does not have a clean push, and that's going to be all plates going over to the jungler. Not the worst thing in the world with a Viego being a carry, but definitely would have preferred it to go onto the Talia, especially right now, to get that first item.
And that's what I was kind of saying, like, they didn't have vision on Junja, so it's
I
so
agree with the
scary to try and push
casters.
up that far. This
Bomb
mid
don't
lane,
craft.
Wacko needs to be so careful.
Yeah, it needs to be very, very careful. That mid lane going down could be huge. There's a pop blossom.
Oh
No,
my
the
God.
3. The flash is
Oh,
good.
do we have the
But can they
damage
get the
this
damage
time?
afterwards? They do
We
get
do have the
Seo.
damage
The
this
bomb
time.
comes in straight afterwards. A slice and dice will get him back over the wall. Use his own ultimate there. Not quite sure what happened there with the hook, but he misses it completely. The pop blossom on the 2. No jungler now available. Flick back is decent on the Junja, but there's just not the damage right now from the Talia. Line's just gonna
Nice,
get
good stuff.
taken and really overcommit for this
That
tower.
was a
Yeah,
very
you've already
good
got Flash
ultimate.
there as well. Yes, can try and come in, but actually
I
just ends
didn't
up
look, but
cornering
maybe
off
he
his own
didn't see.
teammates in that
Was
situation.
Maple disguised
And
as something
Seo's
else?
got to
'Cause
play
maybe he
super
didn't know
far
Maple
back
was
here,
coming
because
in.
he's worried about, you know, the cannon coming in.
Getting so much more bang for their buck that it just feels like a flash and a cataclysm for Junja. Junja, but I think he's just, oh, the nice little bit of movement. Had himself the Gore Drinker for extra healing, but gets taken down, heartbroken, and this is where you're going to try and thrive as R7. Get those small pickoffs and build. He's going to try and make use of it right now. The Pop Blossom, just a delay. Double up in that one there. Doesn't get the flick back on top of that one. Good flash away from Miru and by Bong. They're looking for an engage in the mid lane, though, as we see Junja and the rest of the team looking for more. They get the lock up here, and the charm coming out from Rakan. A shutdown comes out. Bong finally gets himself a little bit more redemption as he looked for a little bit more in this mid lane. Seiyu and Audi just can't do the damage. It's a 2-for-1 in the mid lane.
Bong stepping under the tower. Miru comes in, and I like that they don't actually engage on this, right? So Maple trying to lock them up underneath the tower. The flick misses, stun, handled Ozzy there.
Bong
but
is
then,
so
yeah, it was just, very overextension. Gore Drinker, the Q, a lot of opportunity to try and bring that one. Trying to drag them into their own vision so they can have flanks and try and catch them out of multiple different angles. So at the moment,
hella close.
both teams kind of in that stalemate and nobody really wanting to commit.
Don't know why he's there, but he's getting all the damage. He got the root as well. They walk straight into the feathers, and that's all they needed to do. Now you can see a fight on two fronts. They are getting damage down. Bong still keeping himself alive. Nicely done with the Pop Blossom low. And that's a clean enough fight for the side of PSG.
And that one immediately picks off Audi.
They don't even need the Baron or what? Did they already get it?
Away from this one here.
And then they do the
turn and
Baron.
burn for the big purple worm.
I think this is when I walked back in.
You have T ripped as well.
That was a really good play from them.
Vision on this, so they know what's going down. Audie's got ultimate and flash. You can get down to top of it. Shoe Shop Ross lands on the Woody. They're putting them in. It's fish in a barrel. He goes get the Baron, but can they get out with it? Flash out immediately. Bong can't get into the fight right now. They're trying to get the stones in, but just can't get the damage out.
They really should have
just
gone in.
a little bit too discoordinated from R7. Junja means he won't get any more damage
Here
done onto
come
him.
the boys.
And R7 are kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. They need to get themselves out. Audie doesn't have flash and ultimate because he used it last time. He will be sacrificed, and now Woody tries to go for a little bit more. Seo, no flash, but
back to base, so they weren't able to immediately burn down the dragon.
They lost their
PSG
mid
were
in him
resetting
already
after
though.
Baron, so
And that lane
PSG
is
come back
pushing.
out to get the kill. They're now going to get bot tower off of this, and they're
Yeah,
going
they
to
got
get this
two
bot
inhibs.
inhibitor
They got a
as well.
second
You just don't
inhibitor,
have the people you need to defend this, especially with midway.
Really wanted to, and that's going to be
Is this what ends
another
the game?
inhibitor turret exposed. Do they get the second inhibitor? That's the question. I mean, Wako has been fantastic with these routes as well. You can't even, but I mean, they're turning it all back on the Lions, who is ignited, getting taken so low. Is he? Yes, tick down.
Oh my God,
Woody
nice.
finishing that one now to get this damage to stick.
Woody's a
well,
good
minions,
support,
they've got
eh?
Baron. They might look for the end. They're going to go in. Cataclysm. PSG are going to be getting
Nice.
themselves the first win of Worlds.
They're going to try and cover for this on the play, but again, you're not really in a position to
Bong.
fight this as R7.
I hope we get to
how
see more
nervous they are,
Bong,
especially with that tower
but,
slowly
you know.
being chipped away. But if you're commit full armor build into the AP damage.
Oh
which
God, this
which
replay.
he is, but this was great from Junja. Knock back first to use the W to dodge the shockwave, so he damages melting him with the build that he's
If it
got.
wasn't
Like,
Cassante,
usually
he
you'll
would be
see
dead. But the Cassante can
Jack
just
shot
move so
coming through
crazy.
in a matchup like this, where you still get those tanky stats and you can still at least have some impact in fights. But
I mean, I guess so
so
can Jack, so can Aurelia, a lot of top,
Yeah, it
a
does
lot of
feel like
league
it's kind of for
champions
Maple
can
and
move.
Wako,
So,
which is great, but also 20 minutes now.
so Aphelios is blue and white,
Spawns,
don't
only about
fight,
a
right?
minute 30 until the next
Is it
dragon
the
is
green
available.
gun
So
that's really good
plenty
at
of value for
fighting?
both these teams, and I will say for R7,
I
if
can't
they can
remember,
get
to
that
be
dragon
honest.
stacking, it can be great for something like
And I'm never gonna remember.
And of course a Nautilus, but you gotta get
7 can try and find
Bro,
something.
Woody's
but
been trying to
it's
kill that
PSG, like,
fucking,
they're in a great spot. They've full control over mid. They've got
ward
the
for, like,
lead,
the
they've gotten
last
the
3
vision control
minutes.
down, they've got the side lane control thanks to Ozzy as well. It's just making it so
Last
hard
1
for
minute.
R7 to make anything happen.
They're looking to find Wako. They will catch him. Just
What are
before
the
dragon
ultimates?
spawns at 45. The Sejuani should be able to take a camp or two to heal up.
Malco used
I mean,
ultimate.
At least you're getting something, but again, that big ultimate is down.
Wacko
4-7 as they
uses
start to commit to the fight,
cleanse.
right? And that's kind of what we've consistently seen.
Yeah,
is,
so
yes, it's
both
nice to
junglers
get the
use
summer
ult.
spell down, but like the rest of the follow-up isn't there.
One
Like you
cleanse.
kind of want this more for as the fight kicks off. So maybe
Slight
you can pick
advantage.
Ozzy, maybe you can pick someone else, but picking on towards Wacko every time is
As well as that, regardless of anything like that, you still
Damn,
have
putting the
Ripto
tower
as
there
well,
is
so
actually
go for the
smart,
save, have to
'cause
take
you
a
can't
reset,
flank over
they
there
go
now.
back to
Not that
kinda
they're
heal up
trying,
before
but-
this. TP comes in from Miru to try and cover this push, but all that effort, all that time and investment
Who's
you put around
throwing,
this
like,
dragon pit to
bombs?
kind of get something is not
Oh,
gonna
is
be
that
there.
Junjia's
I
skin?
was just about to say just before Audi put down a
Ah,
big
it
one,
looks
and
like
that
he's
is a
throwing
TP
bombs,
ward
okay.
for this rumble if I've ever seen one.
yeah.
Than he anticipated there. Lions throwing out a bit of a wayward hook, but for the moment it seems to be just fine for everybody to kind of just keep hushing.
Banshees had to opt towards a Banshee's Veil, which because of how much
Ariana's
damage
a level
Ozzy
up
is
too.
doing, so which again I'm not the big. I think you've got to just go for that soul damage here in this
Level
kind of
check.
position.
Wacko is
If you're gonna
slightly
play
ahead,
defensive
but
here, I think you're just gonna stay
Miru
further
is
and
ahead of
further
Maple
behind. So
completely.
PSG, they got good scaling coming. Or well, they got scaling on the Aphelios that's coming through, but absolutely insane on this one with
Well,
the
with
picks
the
that they're
Canadian,
finding on the
that's
top
funny.
side. Braz will be proud, but for For R7, they're not so happy with it.
This game, and it's becoming almost predictable how R7
Are we doing Baron?
And it's like,
No, he TP bot lane.
everyone on R7 immediately responds to top side, and you're like, cool, we got Maple
in the map like almost like a 5-man at all times.
I feel like
And
they're
then
going to
as
get
soon
this
as
mid
they kind
tower
of
and then
realize, okay, we
rotate
don't
with
need to do
Baron.
that.
Yeah.
They get kind of caught out, and then all of a sudden it's predictions out, but can they get the damage in? That is the question. And Nautilus goes down, the turret finally goes in.
Good
Oni
stuff.
does flash away. The shockwave good to catch Wacko. But I mean, he just gets himself the Gale Force to get away from this one. And yeah, look at the help bars. He peppering down these damage, and they know they can go for bomb.
Do they have
because
bomb?
he's going to have to go all out. Junjin takes a hell of a lot of damage, but he's able to walk in. And now the Rumble's very isolated, not with his team. He may have to try and
Ozzy, what
get
are
out
you
of this by his
doing?
own, but he doesn't have flash. He has nowhere to go, and he's overheated, which means he goes down. Bong picks himself up the
What
first
the
kill of
hell
the
is he
game.
doing?
And PSG, they didn't really know what they wanted to go for there. The Baron got
to like the end of a Cooking Mama level, where you're like, everything is on
Cooking
fire,
Mama.
just running around trying to manage whatever he can. And yes, the level ticked over, and they've managed to survive, but now it gets more difficult.
Well, that's a melee vigil. It doesn't really go anywhere.
Rough
They're moving on to
ultimate.
Junjin now. They're going to have to commit more ultimates here. Shockwave, sombreros onto nothing. And now they can turn and burn back on because Seo's dead as well. You've no consistent DPS, R7. They thought they had found someone to kill off, but they end up losing almost everything in that fight.
Baron.
That could just be the Baron straight up there.
Yeah, it 100% is. Immediately PSG are going to clear out this mid. Just not been connecting whatsoever.
I wouldn't let them take
No, not at all.
the.
And again, like,
dragon,
you're committing
but whatever.
everything onto Junja, who we mentioned earlier has gone full. You do it again.
And again, they're all over the place. Like, look, Odie's trying to
Yeah,
clear out
Maokai's
mid-wave
OP.
against Maple, whereas you'd kind of want him to be with the team.
That's
He's
what
now
I'm
gonna get
learning.
collapsed on as PSG come over.
Yeah, PSG are going to look to maybe like, they're panicking, and it feels.
I mean,
bad,
he's
but finally
trying.
They look to try and make a play, but again, onto Junja, the tank.
They're
throwing everything
trying,
in the
at
kitchen
least.
sink at it, but now the knockups into the charm. Sales already lost his Featherstorm.
Like, it
Can
looks
they try to burn
like they're
it? So finally a
inting,
good hook lands, but they've
but
already got the stopwatch from Maple, so he can
they have to
delay
do
it. This is
something.
4 versus 5. The Rumble isn't even here. The Rumble's not even looking to marker in the
Yeah,
play-ins.
I mean, they
4
tried.
versus 5. PSG Talon win the fight, and 2
Like-
and oh, they're going to take down R7.
Like, honestly, I don't know what the casters are saying, calling them kind of. They're basically saying that they're inting for trying these hooks and Sejuani ultimates. But the situation is, like, at this point, you know you've lost. Like, every time you've been fighting, you've been losing more and more. You must, like, obviously in game you can't see gold leads or any of that, as far as I know, but you feel like you're way, way, way the fuck behind. If they could see the gold lead, maybe it would be less than what they think, like it's only 10k. But they probably feel like they're losing the game. They just lost their top tower, they're losing their bottom tower, they got 4 men grouped in mid, so it's like, fuck it, let's just throw out some ultimates, see if we can catch someone lacking, see if we can get something done, because if they didn't do that play, what happens? They slowly get bled out. Literally, sometimes the casters, I feel like sometimes they give too much shade because they're literally saying on the one hand, like, well, PSG, every time the Maokai ultimate's up, they use it, get a couple kills, get a tower, get an objective. So what do you want them to do? Just give over all of these objectives and kills and stuff like that? Anyway, personally for myself, I'm going to switch to the YouTube stream and I'm going to watch what I missed from game 1.